Let's dive into the nitty-gritty.
Pig was released July 16th, 2021. I could not find budget anywhere. Like, I scoured the internet trying to find out what the actual budget for this movie was. So, I can't really update our full budget, but for now, I just put 3 question marks in there. I have no idea. But it has made $2.9 million since it came out. And actually, I don't think it was intended to go to the theaters, but because of the critical acclaim that it's gotten, they actually put it out in a small run. Directed by Michael Sarnowski. This is actually his debut. I mean, debuting with a 97% is pretty impressive. I mean, got to imagine that this dude is at the very beginning of really big things, or maybe he'll Kevin Smith it and just tank from then on.
Or maybe Paul Schrader, you know.
Paul Schrader at least strung together some good stuff.
Shit for a while, and then
No, I think if this guy writes and directs his own films, he'll continue to have success because this was a very personal film for him.
Yeah.
It's a story that he felt he was ready to finally tell.
He is super young. I mean, he looks like I couldn't find an actual, there's like no information on him because this is his first thing. So I don't know his actual age, but he looks pretty young. I mean, late 20s, early 30s. So, I mean, dude's on the cusp of a pretty monumental career. It was co-written by Vanessa Block. They apparently met each other at Yale, the two of these, Michael Sarnowski and Vanessa Block.
Oh, wow.
And it was shot by Michael Scola, who has mostly done indie films and some music videos. See, that theme keeps coming up.
That's so funny.
But, this movie was beautifully shot. I mean, gorgeous. I do have one complaint about the movie is the handheld really distracted me, especially when I saw it in the theater. It was just so shaky cam at certain points, which is fine. The idea of shaky cam is to kind of create tension and put you in the moment and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes it was just distracting. It was almost making me sick at points.
I honestly didn't even notice.
I didn't either.
Again, I don't think on a smaller screen you can notice it as well, but when it was, huge in front of me, it was ugh, okay.
I was gonna say, then again, I'm a huge fan of the Bourne films, and the last 3 you have to be okay with shaky cam.
Yeah. It was particularly in the scene where he finds out who actually took the pig, and then he starts beating the hell out of the Camaro. That was shaking crazy. That was a pretty shaky scene. It, of course, is just insanely critically acclaimed. 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is incredible for, this is a Nicolas Cage movie about a guy who's hunting for his truffle pig.
Yeah.
The setup for this movie entirely, makes you think that it's something else. It all is going to turn into some sort of John Wick type of deal, and it's going to be all sorts of campy, and
it's got the exact same setup as John Wick.
Yeah.
If you could put them both on paper as the same movie, which I think was very intentional.
I do too.
Designed to get you expecting one thing.
Yes, and I think we have there's this little Fight Clubby moment in the movie that is heavily in the trailer, and I think that was designed to make people think, oh, this movie's going one direction, but then it really goes a completely different direction, which we'll get into. But 97%. 8.2 out of 10 on 175 reviews, which I think is the most reviews that we've had for any movie, on Rotten Tomatoes at least. Metacritic score is 82%, so it's almost identical. 8.2 out of 10, 82% Metacritic, and then the audience score is 84%. So the audience didn't love it as much as the critics, which I get. I totally get that. Because this isn't really it's not the kind of movie that you're just going to watch over and over and over again. It's not it's not a fun movie. It's
feel good.
It's
blockbuster.
It's a real think piece and kind of a piece of art.
Yeah.
Yep.